Welcome back to Cool Mufflers, guys. In this video we get to play with the C8 Corvette. We're going to show you how to modify the standard muffler so you can give it a much deeper and aggressive note without changing the exhaust. With the exhaust cut open, we're going to show you the insides here and explain a little how it works and how we're going to modify it. So all we really have inside of here is the exhaust comes through on these pipes on either side. In through this pipe has an X pipe, same on that side by the look of it, and it comes out of the X pipe, tilt this a little bit, through this fellow, ooh, nearly cut myself, this one here. Now this one here, down here, and here, and here, and here, if you can see that little round hole, there's a series of holes in that pipe. That's the valve tip, and this tip over here is the regular tip. So with the valve shut, it diverts and comes through here after building pressure in the chamber. The valve open, it just goes clean out there, and that's how they get louder. Alright, we skipped ahead a little bit from that other muffler we were playing with. These are the panels we've cut out of the bottom. Anthony's going to be my hand model for today. Nope, wrong way, wrong side. Golly. As you can see, we cut some holes. So we've taken off the lower heat shield, and there's just a piece of trim that goes on the lower part of the bumper apron here, which gave us full access to the muffler without taking it out of the car. Anthony's cut 2 inspection holes, and then we've just cut these tubes out. So we still have the X pipe in the middle. This is the loud valve tube, and this is the quiet one. So what we're going to do is we're just going to connect this tube here to both of them equally, which will give us a considerably louder closed, and obviously with the valve open, it's basically straight piped. Same on both sides. And that is going to give us one wicked sounding C8 Corvette that looks pretty much bog stock. This is the plan coming together now. It may not look like much because this pipe is actually going back where it's meant to. But this having a direct hole instead of being looped up and facing the wrong way is going to just force a lot more exhaust out this tip when it's just normal running. And then when this opens up, we're going to block these off. So when that fellow there opens up, it is just all the flow and all of the volumes. So it'll also give the adjustments of the exhaust controls in the dashboard still function so you don't lose that part of the car. So genius lives in simplicity, not slimplicity. That's a different thing altogether. So Anthony's just made up a nice piece of tube here, which is a band. It's going to neatly cover all 4 of those holes, and that solves that issue. This piece is all done. Can you turn it up so I can see in here? In here, I don't want to touch the hot thing. So now the exhaust is going to choose the path of least resistance, which will be this fellow over here, till the valve opens, in which case it is here and a little bit of here, and loud noises and excitement take place. She's a bit tedious, but Anthony's getting in there and spotting her back in. Oh, and he got burnt. That's never fun. That is the joys of this job. The hot stuff flows downstream and you're underneath it. And that's how she looks all welded in there. We've welded all the way around this one, so we can do that out of the car, and these, and this one here, and this one here. They're most of the way around, missed a little bit on the top, but that's not going to be an issue because most parts of this are only partially welded. If you look in there, most things are only stitched together because of the way it is, and it's all encased, so it can't leak externally. Seal around here is not actually welded, so that is going to work just fine. So this is going to give us a very direct path for this tip here to give it most of it. And then, like I say, when the valve opens, you can see the shaft of the valve just there. Valve's buried in the top. You can see them a little bit up there. When this tip comes on with the valve, it's going to be all of the noise. We were just talking about the welds on the other side. Check this out. This weld here, it missed. Like you can see this bit where Anthony's opened it up a little bit, that sort of fresh material there, then rotates to the other side, and they just got it. Just itty bitty got it there. It was barely on there. That's crazy. That would have like come apart and made a rattling noise in the future. Oh well, see? We're fixing future issues as we go. Anyway, that's our hole. Ready to start doing the same thing to this side. Maximum flow. Actually, have you got the torch there? I want to show them the hole, where the holes were. So those holes that we blocked it off, these burn marks here are where that was blasting out. You can see it's just torched the material. That's how much flow and force and heat was coming out of that poor thing. It's pretty impressive. All right, we are all back together. There we go, nice, neat, pretty much straight pipe if you like, pathway, both sides are done. Now Anthony has the tedious job of welding the window back in, and then we'll bolt back on that big old heat shield that covers up the whole back. See one of the holes here, and that's gonna, you won't even know we were here. That's the beauty of doing this modification, because nobody will ever know. Unless you hear it and you're like, that just doesn't quite sound stock. So let's go those bits. Let's get them back in there, get the back on so we can fire this thing up, and here we go. Tedious job of welding it all back in. All right, so it's all welded back together and you wouldn't even know we were in there. And we put a sneaky little KM tag here so that one day if anyone does pull this heat shield off, there'll be, well, other than the fact that there's all these welds around here, there'll be a hint as to what happened. So this is what covers up everything and no one will ever know. See? Told yous. Look at that. This covers the whole thing up neatly. I'm going to make sure these holes line up again though, because we did kind of mildly alter that. Oh no, they do. I got one here. Look, I'm in. Is it hot?
Shouldn't be.
Excellent. Outstanding. All the holes line up, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Just that good, eh?
I've had some practice.
Really? Excellent. A few years behind you?
Oh, a couple.
Apparently I can't do a bolt up though. Far out, this is getting embarrassing.
With a name like that, it's a wonder how you have kids.
I know, right? Jesus. I know, no, we're cool. Right. Anyway, put all those bolts back in, put the lower partition piece or splitter or divider or whatever the bloody hell that piece of aero is called, and then we get to start this bad boy up. Ready when you are. Moment of truth. Yep, that livened it up a bit. Yeah, baby, that's where it's at. All right, so this is in track mode. Let her have it. That's both tips on each side, fully open, fully flowing. And this is the quiet mode. Give that a go. I don't know how well the phone picks it up, but it's pretty decent difference. You know, we haven't made it louder everywhere, but it is definitely quite aggressive when you go to full track mode. Well, this is it. It's been picked up and heading on home. As soon as he fires this up, trade plate in the window. Car's already had the right-hand drive conversion, but I don't know, it mustn't be registered yet. I don't know. You never asked the question, to be honest. That's it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We shall catch you on the next one.